Now it is. I had to do 3 clicks for that.
Now we're live.
Once we've stopped with the delay, then we will be live. I'm not seeing myself live yet, though. Still says waiting. There it goes. Now it is. There it is. I had to do 3 clicks. Okay. Hello, everybody. Can you hear both of us? Okay.
Stream started, and I was hearing 2 voices.
Yeah. Oof. Spooky.
Oh boy.
It was a spooky one.
Yeah.
Spooky. I think this stream was haunted. I don't know.
Crazy.
Haunted. Remember that time we pulled a dead body out of a hole in the ground? Do you remember that, Tyler?
Yeah. Yeah, in the caves.
No, in real life.
In real life. Well, I mean, there's caves. Yeah, in the caves.
Yes, in the caves in real life. That was spooky. That was a spooky one.
Every time I reload the Steam's on the Steam page's top wish list, it's like swapping us back and forth with Killer Bean.
God damn it.
We must be like exactly tied for wish lists.
So yeah, if for those of you who don't know, we may or may not be 91. We could be 92. It's in flux currently, but if you have not wishlist the game already and you click that wishlist button, we will have defeated Killer Bean and we will move up closer. Hopefully
the next boss is Crowsworn.
Yeah, get him. Let's hit 90 by the end of the day. All right. You guys,
Metroidvania that looks like Silksong.
Let's get through this real quick. Remember yesterday when we did this donate thing? This donate to a cat shelter thing? Well, I haven't done the math, but I would say at least $8,000 or $9,000 was donated in the past 24 hours from the fans, which is really, really cool. Some of these are very surprising. And we're going to go over these now. And I will say this, we'll do a little disclaimer here. Here's the disclaimer. We will attempt to verify all of these things. There are 2 very high numbers here. One of them may not be real. If it turns out that one isn't real, and then it will just default back. We have people who are off the list. It's easy to go through and then default back to those people. But this was a donation challenge, and we said bigger donation, more winning. So the winner of this contest is Corby Corbs 0422, an Australian person who donated the equivalent of $4,870 in USD. That is a lot of money, and let's hope it is for real. And if it's not, then shame. But I don't want to throw shame, because what if this person is simply baller and really, really likes donating things? So that would be the winner for today. Then the 3 runners up are. Now I've got to read a name here, a screen name at that, Tyler. You think I'm able to do this?
Yeah, and I have them in front of me, so I can't help you on this.
Okay, it's Pock Sir, POCCERR 794905586, obviously, who donated $1,069 to a shelter. Kudos on that. Good work. Tied for second and third. Well, I guess it would be third and fourth, depending on if you want to, whatever, is Peeps Rebellion. We all know and love Peeps Rebellion, the Lord of the Meme. That's what his mom says about him. He's the Lord of Memes. Who donated $250. And then next will be Gurchin VG, Gurchinvig,
video game.
Gurchin Video Game, who also donated $250 to a shelter. Now, if any of these fall off the list, just so you know, Snow Hakai Shinin would be next with $235. And then there's some other ones that are a little bit fuzzy here because some people donated about the equivalent of $230 in food. But we would have to actually do the math on that because there's a lot of other things on that receipt. Now, that said, I'll be going later today and messaging all these people. I'll be DMing them on the appropriate places. And getting either just making a mental note for myself with a DM saying this person's going to be getting a code at launch, or maybe give you a code early that won't actually activate until launch. And just so you know, all of the merch that goes out will go out at one time because it's just going to be a huge pain in the ass for me to do individual ones at this point in time. But you will get your shit. Don't worry, even if you live in Australia. That said, I felt a tremendous sense of guilt because there were so many people who actually went in person and proved themselves. There were a lot of people who, you see the ones that are like, here's all the pictures of the cats that I spent time with. And then it goes on and on and on about all this. And then at the bottom it says, by the way, these pictures are from last year. And it's just like, why did you do that? I understand a lot of people will volunteer their time, but this is a pretty specific one. So the people who did do that, I did this little thing. And let's remove myself real quick. These people went above and beyond. The person at the top walked in the snow to a shelter that was closed. And, even more guilt was felt there, knowing that this person did that, but they deserve to be recognized, and we are recognizing them. The next person, this cool fellow here, I feel like this happened during the stream. I think he beelined to a shelter during stream and got verified. I always appreciate the verifications. It helps. Look at that. He's there, and he got somebody to take his picture. And next up, we've got a girl who's donated a bunch of items, and she actually had video proof of that, which I appreciate greatly. And then the next one is a really cute one where I guess a neighbor had passed away and her cats had become strays, and they fed them with proof. And the bottom left, I think somebody it was just a cute little thing where it was like somebody pointed out that they had found a cat on a job site and got the cat adopted and taken care of. So that was cool. And then this one is the mysterious long laundry list of receipt items here, which may total a lot or not a lot, because I did notice that they paid like $18 for rice. And I don't think that's an item that's going to go to a shelter. But hey, it's still worthy of that. And if the top two people turn out to be liars, then I'm coming for you, Neb. And then these two were like last minute, like literally just submitted before we started the stream. And that's some people who've gone to different cat shelters and helped out and or donated some stuff. So to all those people, good on you. I love you. And you deserve praise.
You are heroes.
Yes, you are the true heroes. Not everybody has $4,870 in Australian money to donate to shelters to get a Mewgenics box. But I mean, quite honestly, this is not to get a Mewgenics box. This was to help out. I worked the first job I ever had was at the SPCA, and I was I think I was 15 or 16, and it was just manual labor, but I did enjoy it. And I liked interacting with the animals. And then many years later, I actually became an animal control officer working through the SPCA. And I did that for over a year, and I really enjoyed that as well. And it is a tragedy, like what happens there. Like a lot of animals aren't around for very long. So if you ever do need cats, dogs, whatever else, have room for these things and can adopt things responsibly, that's important. Definitely check that out. And if you've got any extra cash, you can always help because they do need it. And that is that. So we're going to go. Should we jump into Should we just jump into the next one?
I guess so.
So somebody's saying
Today's
somebody
challenge.
spent 400 on a Blue Sky. Spent 400
Oh.
on Blue Sky. I checked Blue Sky and I did not see anything for 400 unless it was just submitted. If there are any other, if you just tweet at me, if I've somehow missed something somewhere, and this is not easy because there were a lot of submissions, a tremendous number of submissions, and some of them, a lot of them were in different currencies that I had to figure out to convert and make sure. If I missed something, or if you know for a fact that any of these people are scamming, you let me know on Twitter or Blue Sky, and I will rectify the situation, even if it means sending more codes later. But that is that. Let us move on to the next thing, because you've only got 20. I can't do math here.
24 hours. 23?
23.
Oh, yeah, 24.
It's 12:11.
Yeah, 23 and 49 minutes.
The clock is ticking.
And this one requires you to do stuff.
Yeah, this one requires you to do stuff. Let's see what it is. Let me get out of here. Here we go. All right. The next challenge is mutate your cat. Photoshop or dress your cat up like a freak. Submit your Photoshop drawings or pictures. I don't know why it just says drawings. Obviously pictures as well. On X or Blue Sky as per usual. Creativity trumps quality. So if you can get creative and make something really cool, I don't care what it is, if it's in real life or if it's Photoshop or whatever the fuck it is. If it's cool, if it's creative, then you will get bonus points for doing so. One submission per person. Obviously, no AI. We know when AI is being used, as we do. And also, don't hurt your cats. We don't want you hanging a cat from something, or putting it inside of a balloon.
Or making it too uncomfortable.
Yeah, just like if you built a giant thing, I don't know. Let's say you gave it a bunch of extra arms and it's just be nice. Obviously, I'm not going to fucking retweet and say, "Hey, good job" to anybody who is torturing their cat while doing this. But if you have a cat, I am assuming that you're a nice person, so you're not going to be a monster about this. What does mutate your cat mean? It means whatever you fucking want it to mean, man. Figure it out. Be creative. Do something to make the cat look like it's not a regular cat, and enjoy yourself. This is a fun one, and I'm looking forward to how creative you guys all get. You have anything to say about that, Tyler?
I think that about covers it.
All right.
See some cats.
Yeah, we want to see your cats. And once again, if you're not a creative person and you don't have money, there will be more options for you in the future. Maybe this one's not for you. Maybe the last one's not for you, but there will be one for you. What if your cat? Okay, here's one here. So I hate like giving it to you. Somebody said, "What if my cat is a dog?" Dude, don't even ask the question. Figure it out.
Yeah, figure it out.
Figure it out. I'm not going to do the math. I'm not going to do your homework for you. This is called thinking out of the box, and it's more valuable than people realize. Anyway, that is
there will be a challenge for everybody at some point.
What's in the merch box? Inside the merch box, you know what? I'm gonna go get one. You talk to them. I'll be back and with a merch box.
Yeah. Hello, chat. Ed's getting a merch box. Oh yeah. Someone says don't steal someone's cat. Yeah, don't steal someone's cat. That makes sense. You gotta use a little bit of common sense here. Probably you shouldn't like dye your cat's fur a different color, because that's usually not good for them. Or like paint them. Like, don't do that. I mean, I'm not just going to list everything you can't do, because then people are going to try to find the one thing I didn't mention and do that. But, whatever you want. Going to be drawn, even though an art challenge is later in this week. I think that this one is photoshopping an existing cat because I do believe we have actual like draw something challenges later. Any gameplay today? No, we have stuff we gotta get done. Don't mutate your cat in real life. Yeah, I mean, interpret the word mutate how you want, but yeah, like don't like inject it with something unless they need that to live. But yeah, just don't be mean to the cats. We won't retweet any if it's someone being mean to the cat or doing something that's not good or healthy for them. You can embarrass them, like that's fine. You just can't hurt them. You wouldn't survive 2 weeks of stream. Oh yeah, no, we're not streaming to run every day for 2 weeks. We want you guys to see when the game comes out. To submit on X/Twitter/Blue Sky. Yeah, at Edmund, you can add me as well, but Ed's the one who's collecting all the posts, so you definitely have to tag him, or it won't be in the running.
Yeah, tag me.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's show off. So, disclaimer. What I'm showing is a first edition version of the Mewgenics box. I believe you guys, winners, and anybody who orders these will be getting a second edition. The only difference is the color of the box, but this is the original one. So it looks like a cat carrier. The new one is teal. That's the only difference. Just simply to know if you've got a first or second edition of them. And this is what it looks like. It's very nice. It's struggling to see it, but let's cut it open. Okay. And here's what's inside.
Show me the monster.
Show me the monster. All right, so we've got a Radical Rat mini plush, which is actually a cat toy. So there's a compartment in the back that you can fill with catnip, so your cat will go crazy on it. Most of you may not want to do that. I will say too that he does have eyes under there. If you pull his glasses up, he has eyes. So you've got a mini plush. You've got a Stacy pin. It's a nice quality one too. You've got 3 or 4, I can't remember if it was 3 or 4, but at least 3. 4 Souls cards. Mewgenics 4 Souls cards. One of them upside down. I've put them both upside down. There. 4 Souls cards. You also get a Sony Shock art postcard type thing. And a bunch of stickers of most of the NPCs in the game. And the coup de grace is the Mewgenics comic, which is what you're familiar with because it was what was behind me. There you go. Another Sony Shock cover. This is a very thick comic, more of an activity book than anything else. Featuring many notable artists. We've got Alex Pardee. We've got Alex Pardee in there. We've got Rich Werner, who's the artist of Plants vs. Zombies, Jonah Vasquez, etc., etc. Tom Bunk.
Yeah, Tyler Glale as well.
Tyler Glale. Let's show Tyler's. Here's Tyler's. Why does it hate this?
Yeah.
Why does it hate this?
The focusing on the comic?
Yeah.
I don't know.
There you go.
Does this box have the Stacy plush in it or not?
No. Stacy plush is a separate item. But if you do want to buy a Stacy plush, I'll show you what she looks like because I have one over here. I have one above me. 1 second. So these are all on the Maestro Media website. If you just search Maestro Media and go look at the site, it'll probably be advertised on the front. But this is the Stacy plush. She's got little pink paws and some shape on her rear end. I'm not sure. It looks like an X. And she's got her extra head, and she's nice and chubby and gray. It's a nice quality one. It's made by the same place that made all the Binding of Isaac merchandise, Maestro Media. If you want something and you feel like you're not going to win anything, or if this ends and you don't win anything, there are a few left. I think shirts may be sold out, and I don't have one around me, so it doesn't matter. But and I know that both the box and the Stacy are on second edition at this point, but I think that if they've not been restocked already, they will be restocked soon. Okay.
Is that a third edition or is that the second edition again?
It's just second. Where they're ordering second edition. We probably won't change for third. I always like doing first edition differences, just so people who supported initially feel like they got something extra special since they were being extra special.
Yep.
Okay, so we've got like a half an hour. What do you guys want to do? Should we just do an AMA? Do you guys have questions about... let's say first, do you guys have questions about the contest for today? If you have questions about today's contest, ask them so we can answer them. So do that.
Oh yeah, we're 91 on Steam DB for top wish lists now.
Nice. Good job, everybody.
We killed Killer Bean.
We killed the bean. Cannot do a run today. We can't do runs every day. It takes a lot of time, and we actually have work to do.
Yep, couple of remaining things and bugs to fix.
There are great questions about this, and the questions I'm not going to say. Some of you are asking good questions about is this okay? Is this okay for the contest? The answer is yes. The answer is yes. If it's creative, then yes, go for it.
Yeah.
If I repeat,
it's not hurting the cat.
Yeah. If I repeat what you said here, then other people are gonna do it. Just don't ask the question, and just do it. Just do the thing. Don't worry about being embarrassed. Don't worry about any of that stuff. Just do the thing. As long as it doesn't hurt a cat, do it. Where can you order this stuff? You can order it at maestromedia.com. Just Google it. Can you draw instead of Photoshop? Yes. No, like don't get bogged down by the wording. All I'm asking you to do is make your cat crazy looking or whatever, whatever your interpretation is. I don't want to hand a win to you guys. It's just you use your creativity and figure it out. Are the Four Souls cards going to be sold separately? No. Nope. They're exclusive to that fucking box. You're only going to get them there. They're not coming out anywhere else. Someone's complaining about shipping. That is not our fault. That is literally what it cost in order to send it to you. We're not making money off of that. If any other place that you order from is charging less for an item like this, it is because they are factoring that into their initial price. Spoiler. It is simply what it costs to ship, and things cost a lot to ship because things are all fucked up. But that's that. I think the questions about this contest have been cleared. Shall we just do a QA about Mewgenics for questions, general questions? Tyler, if you see questions, just go ahead and answer them.
Someone is tweeting at us about the donation that you might have missed.
Okay, I'll deal with that. I'll deal with that later.
We'll deal with that. Okay.
We'll deal with it later. Right. Don't worry. If I miss somebody, they will be rewarded. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I won't miss it.
Okay.
Okay.
Questions order. We're doing questions about the game.
Yeah, questions about the game. If you have questions about any aspect of the game. Somebody
Yeah,
asked
we're
how
not
much it
gonna
would
spoil
cost.
shit, though, so.
Yeah, no, don't
Yeah.
ask dumb questions about spoiling things. General questions, things you want to know about. Somebody asked how much the game will cost. It will be $29.99 with
Yep.
probably a tiny little discount at launch.
Yep. I can find the regional. People always ask about the regional prices. It is Steam does this for us because we're not like world economy experts. We're video game developers.
Somebody asked, why don't we do pre-orders? That is because the way Steam works is when you make a lot of money in one day, then it's really helpful for you because it can help the algorithm. If you spread it out, across pre-orders, you may have an initial spike and another spike, but the spike won't be as big as the release spike. So what we're trying to do is, what we want you to do is buy the game at launch. If you buy the game at launch, that'll really help us too. Wishlisting the game and buying the game at launch. We don't want to do pre-orders.
I think like if the game has so many wish lists that Steam thinks that the store might crash like it did for Silksong, then that's when they usually want you to like do pre-orders.
Yeah.
Which I don't know, maybe we'll
yeah, let's do that.
Let's crash the Steam store when we release. That'd be
Sounds
fun.
Good. There's questions about references to other games. Yes. The answer is yes. I think there's a reference to every game I've made.
There's a difference between familiars and charmed things. There's some minor difference.
Yeah, some things may say works on familiars and charmed things. Some say familiars. Some say And there's also
when
different types of
when you're summoning things. I believe that charmed means they act on their own, and familiar means you control them directly. Which I think we made consistent, but I don't remember.
Oh, I will point out that I did get an email right when the stream started that Germa has submitted his meows. So Germa is not only confirmed, but I have his meows and will hand them off to Joey so they can get in the game by release, which is fun. Somebody asked,
maybe when we do the meow challenge, we could show what these one of these raw recordings sounds like before they're chopped up.
That would be funny.
We got some pretty funny ones.
Is there hey Tyler, is there a level cap for the cats?
There a level cap for the cats? No. There's definitely ways like that. You get one level per combat. They can only go on one adventure. There's ways to get additional levels. There's ways to break the rules.
Somebody asked if they can mutate a photo of a cat they had once. Yeah, that still counts as a pet.
Yeah. Just don't AI generate a cat to mutate.
Also, come on, how would we know? Like, why you? What?
Yeah.
What? How would we know? It could be come on.
We're gonna have to verify that you actually have this animal still. Like,
I don't care. I don't care if
your cat needs to look at the camera and say Mewgenics and today's date in order for it to count.
I want to be able to see the sun in the background of the picture so I can know that it was.
Yeah, you got to see
today.
the star chart so you can the stars in the background and the phase of the moon so that we can exactly time the thing correctly. You know. No, just mutated cat sent it to us.
God, I'm trying to find I'm stopping okay. Can we change, Tyler? Can we change the name of our cats?
We changed the name of our cats?
Can we?
In real life?
I think they mean in game.
Oh, in game. You know? No.
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 The answer is no. Hey Tyler, is this game Steam Deck compatible?
This game Steam Deck compatible.
Is this game
Is this?
Steam Deck
It's
compatible?
pretty. It's Steam Deck compatible. A lot of people play on Steam Deck and say it plays great on Steam Deck, and that's the only way they want to play.
Tyler,
We're verified. We're Steam Deck verified. What?
is there any way to increase the rarity of what you get in your furniture box from the adventure?
Is there any way to increase the rarity of the furniture box you get at the adventure?
Yep.
There are rare furniture boxes.
Places.
So there's places where you can get a rare furniture box instead of a normal furniture box.
You'll have to find it. You'll have to figure that out.
Yeah, you'll find it.
Hey Tyler, do we unlock new abilities? Question mark, question mark. All caps.
Do we unlock new abilities? Is this game the follow-up to The Binding of Isaac? I mean, yeah. I mean, we unlock abilities and items and radio songs and lots of stuff. You'll see.
How many achievements do we have right now?
280?
280,
like
81. All those are tied to, mostly all of those are tied to unlocks.
Yeah. And here's a spoiler about those achievements. There's one that you can there's a pair of achievements where you can only get one or the other on a save file.
Dun dun dun.
So you'll need at least 2 save files to get all the achievements.
And then later we'll add one where you need 3.
Yeah. You have to 100% all 3 save files, and then you'll get like an infinity symbol across it or something.
No one's ever done that.
Yeah.
Hope no
we
one
could do that. We could do that.
Steals the idea
in a DLC.
Hey Tyler, can we add our own cat meows to the game?
Can we add our own cat meows to the game?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, let's see. I'm sure modders will find a way to make that easy for people.
Tyler,
it shouldn't be too hard.
Will the cat name survey open up again at any point?
No. This takes forever to review all the names. I'm about to close the name review as well. There's in the fan Discord, people can look over the list and flag things that might not be good to have in the game.
I will say in the future we're not against, when we're working on a DLC, taking more names.
Yeah, we're not against it, but we got to figure out a better way to do this than to throw a list of 15,000 names at the community and say, help us flag some of these names. Like we ran some auto filters for like flagging like the obvious like swears and slurs and stuff out of the list, and like names of real people and whatnot, but there's just so much stuff that makes it through that it's impossible without a lot of people looking over it. So anything we do in the future will have to be a little bit more formal, with like a survey, like a website that makes that easier. But we're not adding it. The names list is closed currently.
Hey Tyler,
what?
How long does it take to 100% the game?
How long does it take to 100% the game? Let's see. It took Alex 1,000 hours.
Yeah.
And it took Florian 500 hours.
Between 500 and 1,000 hours.
And I will say that is 100%. That is not 101% or 102%.
That is true. That is
or
true.
109%. That is not. That is not that.
We do know of. We currently have a Discord for people who are reviewing the game. Not everybody, obviously, but the people who want to come and ask questions and maybe share their information with each other are in this Discord. And we have been kind of paying attention to where people are. And one person is like 120 plus hours in, and they're getting closer to the end. And so this person's very skilled, and they've been just beelining straight to the end without doing anything on the side. But I still do believe that an average player it'll take over 200 hours, about 200 hours to complete the story.
Depends how quickly you understand the mechanics and how quickly you get familiar with how the game works, how much side content you do.
Tyler, can we tame Boris? I think that they want to know if they can take Boris. Is there any way to take Boris with them?
and they take Boris with them. I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, I
I
didn't know the answer to
know
that
that most of the effects that let you take something are non-boss. But the game is so deep and complex that I mean I don't know. I don't
there's a
know what happens if
possibility.
you manage to somehow get a secondary spawn in the fight, kill Boris, and then reanimate him with one of the one of the ones that steals a dead body for your team. Like I don't know. I
Yeah,
don't remember if
yeah.
that one's restricted to only a boss or not. Um, the bosses are not designed to come from fight to fight, so. But I don't. I think most of the ones that would be broken are towards
Someone's
the
gonna
end
figure
of
it
a
out.
run.
Someone will figure it out.
Yeah, there'll be clips on Reddit within like a day.
Tyler, if you charm every enemy in combat, do you win?
If you charm every enemy in combat, do you win? If you capture them, you do. Or if you permanently charm them, you do. If it's a temporary charm, I think you still have to kill them.
Somebody asks me specifically if ADHD is in the game, and it is.
Yeah, I believe we showed ADHD.
We did. For those of you who don't know, it's literally a timer. So when the cat with ADHD starts, so the cat with ADHD has higher speed and higher intelligence, and when they start their turn, before they do any action, there's a timer. A 5-second timer goes beep 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 beep.
Whatever the menu's open for you to select an option.
And you have 5 seconds to do something. If you don't, it will just do whatever it wants to do.
Yeah. It tries to do it. It tries to be good about it. But, if there isn't a good thing to attack, it might want to just attack. And then the only target might be a teammate. So,
yeah. That's ADHD. It's a simple and fun design.
People seem to love that one. It is very fun.
Is there a cap for passives?
They're cap for what do you mean cap for passives?
Cap.
Like how many you can get?
Yeah.
You can have 2 passives. You can have 2 passives and 2 disorders. The disorders are kind of similar to passives in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
And I think we've shown skill share in a blog post a while ago, which is
so that
kind
opens
of
it
a
up
way
to
to
5.
get more passives on the rest of your team. 5?
If
your whole team can have skill share.
Yeah. So how would that work?
And your whole team can also have the disorder version of skill share, which I don't think we've shown.
How many visually, Tyler? What's the maximum?
Visually? I'm pretty sure I counted for this, but I think because you can have your 2 innate ones, you can have 3 more from skill share, and you can have 3 more from the disorder skill share and 2 disorders. So wait, hold on. How many is this? Math? What numbers? I'm pretty sure the UI could show 7 or 8 of them. I'm not sure.
This is a common one, Tyler. Will there be an action log?
Will there be an action? What is?
It's like
an action log is like a thing you can open that tells you everything that's happened.
So this cat did this cat did that, etc.
No, we don't have that.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's kind of it's kind of hard to convert everything that can happen into like text. There is a debug log, but that doesn't show everything. It just shows what actions are chosen.
I got one. Will there be a Down syndrome disorder? Yes.
Down syndrome.
Down syndrome is in there, and the design for it is simple. I think it lowers intelligence, raises charisma, and highly raises constitution. Nothing crazy about it ability wise. It's just a stat modifier, but it is a pretty substantial one, especially when it comes to tanking. It's a great tank build around. Will there be a collector's edition? We don't have anything planned right now. We got to release the game first. But I'm sure there'll be some sort of special edition.
That's usually a thing you do once you add some DLCs, because then you can include all the DLCs together in one thing. But I'm sure when we do a physical version of I'm sure we'll do a physical version of the game, and I'm sure that'll basically be the collector's edition.
Tyler, what's the cap on mutations?
What's the cap on mutations? Let's see. It is, if you're just doing symmetric mutations, meaning like left and right arm have the same mutation, I believe there are 10 parts that can be mutated. If you're doing asymmetric mutations where the left and right arm are different, which are much rarer to get. There's very few ways to have that happen in game. But if you get super lucky and every single part is individually mutated, I think that is 15 mutations.
That is bonkers.
Yeah.
Are you guys hearing what's above? Can you hear that, Tyler?
Something. Sounds like something.
Yeah, they're
Can't.
someone's above me. I don't think it's going to be a big deal, except for when they're really hitting stuff. What's the reason behind the reduced size of arenas?
What do you mean the reduced size of arenas? Oh, so they're only 10 by 10, or is that because like other tactics games have like giant areas where you have to spend like 5 turns getting to the other side before you can do something?
Yeah, you would absolutely fucking. That would be so annoying. Going off screen, having to scroll around. It's honestly
you lose track of the whole thing.
The answer is because we don't. It does nothing.
Yeah,
it does nothing.
There's the smaller size arena makes positioning matter more as well.
Yeah,
like you can think about positioning much easier when there's less choices for positioning versus like a fully analog thing where you like it in some if the arena was 100 by 100, you sort of lose the ability to have easy choke points. Instead, you're just like I just need to be 5 tiles away from this guy, and there's a lot of places that would be equivalent. But when it's more tight like this, you can it makes it easier to think about that, and it makes that matter more.
Yeah, a lot of people aren't. It's hard to understand if you're not a game designer that when you design something, you can design with constraints. So you can design around anything. And there's no reason to do something like that when it works within this zone because it doesn't actually add to the game. And we designed around this, the grid. It's important. You'll understand more when you play, though. Will there be a family tree, Tyler?
Be a family. Oh yes, there is a family tree. People will be posting insane family trees.
I wish I could unlock family tree for a stream. I should look into that. I apologize if you guys are hearing someone blowing leaves outside of my office.
It's pretty quiet.
Okay, because for me it's extremely loud.
Yeah, I think Discord is doing a okay job of filtering that. Actually, I don't know if your mic for the stream is the same as the one I'm hearing on Discord, which has noise canceling, but we'll see.
Okay. Will there be family shrub?
Family shrub? There's family log. Like you can definitely get some royal family situations happening. This is a funny one. This was what Florian was complaining about the other day in the test server, where he was complaining that his 6,000 generations all bred from the same 100 cats were getting to inbred. Oh my God, it's kind of how it works.
Yeah. Will there be weekend streams with gameplay? The next gameplay stream I think is Monday. I could be wrong there. I have to look that up maybe later.
Yeah, it's on the schedule somewhere, right? I think we have it pinned in the Discord.
Yeah. We can't be doing this every day. We are in development. We have a lot of stuff to do. Like right after I get off, in 15 minutes, I'm getting off here, and I've got 7 things on my list that need to be done within an hour or two after this. So I need to get on that. And Tyler's got even more stuff. So we won't be doing streams. They eat up a lot of time for us. But maybe we can fit in one more stream before launch or something if we can finagle it. Somebody's asking if it's possible to go on runs with 3 cats.
3 cats, huh? I mean,
why not? Yeah, well, I mean, if one of your cats dies, you've got 3 cats and you continue. So
you don't have to send 4 out in the box. You can send 1. You can send 2. You can send 3.
Do we have a psychopath disorder? Do we?
Do we? Let me check. Because I know we have stuff that is roughly equivalent.
I'm not sure if we have that specific psychopathy.
It's like
No, you cannot have
But
triplets or quintuplets or quadruplets or whatever. The max is 2. Is 0, 1, or 2. Maybe in a DLC you can get triplets, but not now. Hey Tyler, is there any multiplayer in the future for this game?
Is there any multiplayer in the future for this game? Not at launch. It's not planned for any of the DLCs. We will see what people want. You kind of can't you can't just staple multiplayer into a game that was designed or built around single player. But it's something we could look into in the far future if we want.
Yeah. Someone put a hypothetical. If all your cats had depression and they all stood next to each other and they reduced stats to 0, would they die?
I believe you cannot reduce your health below 1. I think that if your constitution is negative 1,000, your health will still be 1.
Reducing your intelligence to 0 is funny. And reducing your speed to 0 still lets you move 1, correct?
Yeah, mana can still go. Mana goes to 0 if you have negative charisma.
And obviously strength and dexterity. You won't deal any damage.
Yeah, I think that there's a minimum of 1 for attack damage though. So.
Yeah, if you had a cat that was completely zeroed out, it would be able to move 1 space, deal no damage, gain no mana, and
it'll deal 1 damage. There's a minimum of 1 for a basic.
Okay.
Negative strength will actually, because a bunch of the abilities and also like ranged, because that's 2 to 1 for damage. I think you have to go to like -5 dex before your attack's down to 1 on Hunter. But yeah, some abilities scale differently, so you got to go into the negatives to get it down to the.
Somebody asked about there being an R key equivalent, and I thought about it for a second, and realized there is.
A what equivalent?
R key. In Isaac, the one that lets you restart a run.
Oh, that one. Okay.
Yeah, there is.
You restart a run.
There is kind of. One of the review people asked if it was a bug, and it's not.
Yeah, that's very rare.
Can you have more than one mutation on the same body part?
No. That's what the asymmetric ones are, where the left arm and right arm can be different, but the arm cannot be 2 different things.
Let's see what else.
Collarless cats viable, or do they just kind of suck?
Do you want to see it? Do you want to see a run with some collarless cats?
Yeah, we could do 4 collarless cats on the Monday stream.
Yeah, I do. I feel like Monday's stream should be the most challenging stream.
Yeah,
we should really try
4 collarless cats.
Maybe we could even do less.
3. We could do 1 collarless.
One collarless. Might as well. They haven't seen the fail yet, so we can go as hardcore as we want.
Collarless cat would be hard to get past the first 2 combats.
It'll be a bit of a slog.
4 collarless cats. It is, at least when I was trying to do that in earlier builds, it was I could get to chapter 3 with 4 collarless cats, and that's sort of around when it starts to fall apart. Because collarless is definitely the challenge class.
Yes, it is. It's the blue baby of the classes. Yeah. Somebody keeps asking about taxidermied cats. Taxidermied cats was actually in the design doc originally, and we didn't end up doing it. I could see re-exploring it in the future, which would be essentially taking a body of a cat or a cat and having it taxidermied as a piece of furniture that you can put in your house. Sounds like a cool idea, but definitely not happening anytime soon. So,
yeah. You have the family tree view, which is sort of the replacement for that kind of thing.
Somebody wants to know how many classes there are in the game, Tyler.
How many? I don't know. How many classes are there in the game?
Who knows? I lost
one. Will there be a Pyrophena plush? I think it would be cool to have a life-size Pyrophena plush. That's 12 feet tall or whatever.
Yeah, let's do it.
It costs $8,000. Like, I mean, that would be fun.
They're there are a lot of questions about, are you going to do different bosses or characters as plush or figures or whatever else? Quite honestly, we don't know. So we have the things that we like, and we've shown you, a few bosses, and you guys like the ones that we've shown you, like all of them. But we don't know when you actually play the game, what are the most iconic bosses and which ones do you like the most? Because
like, we could do a figurine run of every boss in the game if we wanted. Maybe, there's like one that we probably shouldn't do, but
yeah, maybe, maybe.
I mean, there's one or two that probably would not make a good figurine, but most of them would.
But yeah, once we know what you guys actually do like, and not just what we've told you is cool, then we could explore that sort of stuff. But I'm sure there'll be merchandise and stuff like that, as I usually do. Demon cats? I mean, come on.
Demon cats? What do you mean, demon cats?
Somebody asked about Tourette syndrome. Yes, Tourette syndrome is in the game.
What does it do? It makes you automatically cast an ability at the end of your turn?
Yep.
Randomly?
Yep.
Something with madness?
Yeah, you'll just randomly cast one of your abilities. You can draft around that shit. If you just imagine having all 13 mana cost spells at your arsenal, and as long as you just stay away from your other cats, the Tourette syndrome cat just can tick Mega Blast at the end of its turn. It also will just make sounds a lot too.
Yeah.
A dissociative identity disorder. There's another word for that? Multiple personality disorder. That was what it used to be.
That's not the same thing as schizophrenia, right? It's different.
Yes.
Okay.
Dissociative identity disorder. I don't know if I don't remember putting that in. Schizophrenia is in. Did we put multiple personality disorder in? If not, we will eventually.
All the ones that people want will be added in DLC eventually. Like, we want to cover everything.
Yeah, we want to definitely cover our bases.
The base game, I think there's like 100 or 120.
Oh yeah, Pika. Somebody asked if Pika is in. Pika
is in the game.
Pika's in the game.
Of course, these cats can eat rocks. What do you mean?
OCD
this one's about eating coins, right?
Yeah, eating inedible objects.
It's about eating coins and scrap.
Yeah, OCD is in the game. Yes,
OCD is in the game. I don't remember what that one does, but
anybody asking, are there these cats? And then, fill in the blank. The answer is probably just yes. There's everything, everything, everything that you would want. We already answered how many body parts can be mutated. How did we both die in Mewgenics? Are you asking like?
He's asking about the gravestones in the intro.
Oh, okay. I thought you were asking like when did you first lose a run? How did we die? I don't know. I mean, we have to figure that out, right? I think we'll figure it out. We just don't know yet. Are there shinies? Yeah. Are there shinies in the game like Pokemon? Yeah, kind of.
In a way.
In a way. I think they're way more rare, right?
They're way more rare, but also like Pokemon, there's ways to manipulate the odds for them.
Sure. Are there mutations with only immense benefits or only immense downsides? There are. So when you inbreed your cat, you will get bad mutations that are almost exclusively bad. Some of them are bad and have some slight upside. I think there's like one that just has an upside. So we mix it up a bit. The other mutations are mostly good with some downsides. Rarely are there ones that are just bad. It's very rare to have a mutation that has anything that's exclusively bad. Tyler, are there challenges in this game?
There are challenges in this game. You can do whatever challenges you want in this game.
Challenge yourself.
Yeah, challenge yourself. Do one colorless cat, no items. Make it be the stray that shows up at the day, so it doesn't even have abilities.
It will be very funny to watch people try to shiny hunt in this game. I mean, it's definitely in there for you to abuse, and it's definitely possible. And I think you can rig your house up in a way. I think you can play in a way that would complement it, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. When will the soundtrack release on music platforms? I'm pretty sure I reposted something from Matthias saying that they're trying to get their app up on Steam, and we will then have that linked to our page, so you'll be able to buy it off of Steam, and I'm assuming off of their Bandcamp, and then they're going to put it up on streaming platforms. I know you guys have heard a lot of the songs, but I'm telling you, this is the greatest video game soundtrack ever made.
Yeah. I think there's spoilers in the soundtrack as well, but I don't know how we're going to deal with that.
I know. We might have to just say
about it.
Yeah, we might have to just say, don't look. I don't know if you don't want to get spoiled.
We could see if Matthias wants to do a.
How do other people
release one new track? Like lock the last third of the soundtrack and do one new track a day or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know.
Something
I mean,
like
I think
I don't know if they want to do that.
How do other games do it, guys? Like other games that release soundtracks.
Other games don't have lyrics in their music, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that is true. I don't know. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Yeah. I mean, a lot of stuff's gonna get spoiled.
Buy the soundtrack to support them, but like, don't listen to it unless you want to be spoiled.
Yeah, I think that people will have seen, the people who want to see and want to spoil themselves will have been spoiled in 2-ish weeks of release, and it's going to be hard. I think it's going to be hard to avoid some spoilers in this, but this isn't like, this isn't the fucking end of Breaking Bad or something. Like, if most of the fun spoilers are just going to be like, oh, that's cool. Story spoiler wise, I don't think people are just going to be posting about it, and I don't think the soundtrack will fully spoil that sort of stuff, but it will loosely spoil.
Yeah, there's definitely some songs in there that will make people go, "What? When does this play? Why is this song like this?" So,
yeah,
we'll see. Some people say that some games delay the soundtrack by a week for this reason. People are gonna data mine the songs out of the game's files anyway, so that's one of those things. It is weird. That's one of those things where it's like, I don't like, if we delay the soundtrack by a week, that just means people are gonna go to the bootlegs on YouTube instead of the actual soundtrack.
I think the solution is to ask Matthias to hold off on Act 3. And for a week, and then do that. I think it's better for them either way, because that just gives them another boost of like, oh look, more album. For those who paid.
Like, now we're adding this song. Now we're I mean, they could hold off on
Somebody asked if colorless cats have unlocks.
Do colorless cats have unlocks? I don't know, actually. You might want to try that when the game comes out and see what happens.
Well, yeah, who knows? Who knows? Seems
it's not us. We didn't
dumb.
Make the game.
Why would anybody do that?
Yeah, why did put a collar on your cat.
Do you guys have anything to say about people pirating your game?
And it doesn't really matter.
I don't give a fuck what you do with your life.
Yeah,
that's a personal thing. Do the
game if you can, but like, do what you
need to do. Like, if you're asking us to give you permission to do something, this is what I will say. If you are a child who doesn't have money, if you live in a country that does not allow you to legally acquire games like this, if you are absolutely poor and feel like you need this game, I don't give a fuck. Like, do what you're going to do. I would appreciate you purchasing it when you can, of course. But this is your own fucking life, man. I'm not going to see you. I'm not going to, like, I was a poor kid.
Technical support questions at me if you do, because I don't have control over that shit.
And this is what you do. If your only option is this, and you're not just an asshole who's like, fuck you, even though I have money, I'm not going to give it to you. Tell somebody else about it and get them to buy the game for you. If they buy the game, if you've got somebody else excited about the game and they purchases it, then it replaces you. So, I don't give a fuck. Once again, like, it lacks tact to message someone about this when it comes to saying, I pirated your game. whatever. Usually people don't do that, but some people do.
Some people do. Some
And
people ask permission, which they, whatever.
so once again,
And then some people ask.
I don't give a fuck, but don't be a dick about it.
Yeah.
Don't be
a dick about it.
Don't be like that. Just goes for like all this shit.
Don't make me specifically waste time trying to figure out a technical bug report for a pirated version either.
Yeah, we aren't the moral.
Don't fucking do
police.
that.
Is Garfield in the cat name list?
He should be.
Danielle had a cat last night. His name was Gilbert Garfield.
Garfield.
Gilbert Garfield.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm gonna make sure Garfield's in here.
Okay, we're gonna take like 2 more questions each, and then we're gonna cut it off because I am hungry. I'm hungry. I'm looking for some good ones. You can look for some too, Tyler, if you can. Or do you want me to just throw some at you? What's easier?
Sure, throw some at me.
Okay.
I was just checking. Yeah, Garfield is in the names list. Obviously, I'm pretty. Most of the ones that are going to be obvious are in there.
Tyler.
Yeah.
What happens if food runs out and you don't have any cats that are eligible to go on a run?
If you are ever in that specific situation, the game will give you 4 or at least enough strays so that plus the ones you have in the house, you can go on an adventure, and it will lock the end day button. So you have to take those cats on an adventure.
I will say Danielle was in the situation last night, and what she did was, there are ways. If you have money, you can go to P-Mart and buy food for your cats, which she was able to do. And then she actually had to get rid of enough cats so cats didn't starve. And she did it.
Yep.
It's not super strict, but you may run into what we refer to as death spirals, and you may lose all your cats. But when that happens, it's not game over. Don't worry.
It's for most people, it's kind of only the early game, unless you're putting 400 cats in your house and need to get 400 food every run, like Florian was doing.
Who would do that? Who would do that?
It's a weird strategy.
Okay, here's another Tyler question. Tyler.
Yeah.
Is there a way to repair damaged items?
Is there a way to repair damaged items?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, there's ways to do anything.
Yeah, that would be my response too. If you have a question of like, is there a way to do that? Is probably yes. There's everything in the game is a resource. Everything in the game probably has at least 1 or 2 things that can interact with it, even if it's super niche.
Yeah, literally, when we find something that's not the case, we're like, write that down for DLC. We gotta interact with this thing in some way.
Here's a question I'm going to answer. What's your favorite Magic the Gathering reference in Mewgenics? So this isn't a specific reference, but I will say, for me, design wise, I like to design. So Magic likes to design cycles. So it's one general idea that they put in all the colors, or lands or whatever else, and they make sure everybody has like a similar thing. And I really like designing in cycles like that. I think it's really fun. It's like a fun little puzzle that you have to do to try to make things work for each class, to make these cycles work. And even within the class with different archetypes. I know that's like a designery kind of not what you're looking for. I'll try to think of another specific.
Yeah.
Oh, I got it. I got one.
There's a bunch of Magic cards where we have the name of ability be that card.
Yeah. Pestilence. There's a spell, and there's a crown, the crown of pestilence, which actually turns your basic attack into this deals 1 damage to all units. And you're thinking like, what? Why is that good? It is good. And anybody who's played Pestilence and Magic knows it's good, but it gets crazier with the crown because you can imbue other things on your basic attack. There's a lot of stuff that does that. Like you could give your basic attack gets poison. So you could then deal 1 damage to everything and poison everything. Anyway, yeah. Yep. It's one of those.
We also have.
Go ahead.
We got Time Walk as well. People saw that in the stream yesterday, but they didn't want it.
Yeah. Is there a cap to how many cats you can have in your house? There's no cat, but
No.
we know Florian's had at least 400 at one time.
If the comfort gets low enough, they're gonna stop breeding, and if there's too many cats in a room, they'll start fighting and killing each other. And you need food to keep them not starving before they start eating each other. So there's a bunch of like soft limits for the number of cats in your house, but people can break the game and put 400 cats in the house. I don't know what the actual hard limit for that would be. Like, at what point are you getting no cats from breeding? You're losing too many to fight, more to fights than you're getting from kittens.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. The game doesn't like you having 400 cats in the house. We don't want to prevent you from having 400 cats in the house, but like that is around the point where it starts to like fall apart a little bit, and you might need to get like one of the like $5,000 graphics cards to support that shit. But like,
okay, let's last question, since we got to get out of here. I'm going to answer this one. Somebody asks, can you give an explanation on exactly who Stacy is? Stacy is the gray cat that you are seeing that is always standing next to Dr. Beanie's. Stacy is his cat. And with that, we say goodbye. Good luck with your drawing and or photoshopping and or building objects around your cat. Submit your shit to me on Twitter or Blue Sky, and I'm gonna look into the other high donation thing and make sure that this person gets added to this list here. Yeah. Anything else, Tyler? Did I forget something? Wishlist the game the game on Steam. Tell everybody about it.
Tomorrow, right?
Yep, tomorrow at noon. All
right.
We will be back with a new thing to do, and we'll go over the winners. All right. Yeah.